Well, it's now noon, so I can say good afternoon. The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Welcome to our virtual admission ceremony. I know you probably were hoping that you would be in our beautiful courtroom for this ceremony. Perhaps because of the weather, you're just as happy today to be home or wherever you are where it's nice and dry and warm. In any event, I hope that this will be a meaningful ceremony for you, notwithstanding. To start out, I would like to call upon Ms. Veronica Guerrero, who is the counsel to the Committee on Character and Fitness. Ms. Guerrero.
Thank you, Justice Kapnick, and may it please the court. Good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this afternoon to present to the court 24 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York. And therefore, I do hereby move for their admission.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Guerrero. I had an opportunity before we got onto this virtual ceremony to speak to my colleagues, and we are very pleased to grant your motion this morning. We also ask on behalf of all of us, Ms. Guerrero, that you thank the members of the Character and Fitness Committee who have interviewed all of these candidates and reviewed their applications and present us what I believe will be a very fine group of applicants for admission this afternoon.
I will, and thank you.
Thank you. I'd now like to call upon the clerk of our court, Susana Rojas, who will administer the oath of office.
Good afternoon, Justice Kapnick. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. At the end thereof, I will ask you to please unmute your microphones and respond by saying, I do. At this point, I ask everyone to please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your mics and respond by saying, I do.
I do.
I do.
You may put your hands down, and congratulations, attorneys.
And I would ask the judges to please unmute your microphone so we can say congratulations and give our new attorneys a round of applause. Well, congratulations to all of you. At this point in this ceremony, it is traditional for one of the justices to make a few remarks to the new attorneys, and this afternoon that honor falls to Justice Peter Moulton, and I think I see why. So Justice Moulton, we'll be happy to hear your remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Justice Kat. To all the new lawyers in this virtual room, congratulations. 33 years ago, I was admitted in the first department. I don't remember the justices who were present that day. I don't remember much about the remarks of the justice who addressed us newly minted lawyers. I do remember asking myself, when is that guy going to stop talking? So I will be brief. You're joining a vital profession, one that is a crucial component of government, of the economy, of all aspects of a well-ordered society. It needs good people to run properly. You are literally our newest recruits. Our legal system, along with similarly independent legal systems in a handful of other countries, is the envy of the world. A majority of nations probably do not have the rule of law as you and I understand it. They do not have fair, fully functioning legal systems. By contrast, in New York City, in particular, our state and federal courts are a destination for commercial entities from around the world who, if they must engage in litigation, wish to do so in a forum that is free of political or commercial biases and that renders decisions in a reasonable amount of time. Indeed, corporations around the world often write into their contracts forum selection clauses that designate the commercial division of Manhattan Supreme Court as the court where any litigation arising from the contract will go forward. The importance to business of a fair and impartial court system cannot be overstated. Without it, businesses are reluctant to commit capital and take risks. Our legal system has also been a means for moving our nation forward on civil rights. For those of you, probably the majority, who are fresh out of law school, cases such as Brown versus Board of Education, Estelle versus Ruiz, Gideon versus Wainwright, Frontiero versus Richardson are fresh in your minds. Perhaps you read biographies of lawyers who changed aspects of our legal system for the better, such as Pauli Murray, Thurgood Marshall, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Perhaps you take inspiration from them. However, you should never, ever consider our legal system to be perfect and immutable. Our legal system is a work in progress, and you all have a role in changing it for the better. A moment ago, I spoke about how well we do in commercial litigation and how we attract the world to our courts. However, other aspects of our legal system are sorely in need of attention and resources. Poor and working class people often have no access to a lawyer in civil litigation. In criminal courts, our assigned defense counsel often do a heroic job, but they're overworked and under-resourced. Having no lawyer or an overwhelmed lawyer is a disability in seeking a fair outcome. Economic status should not determine outcomes in our courts, but too often it does. Obviously, there have been times in our nation's history where lawyers have played a malign role in perverting our legal system. Joseph McCarthy was not a lawyer, but he was aided by very able lawyers in his red baiting. Lawyers working for large corporations have, on occasion, gotten away with criminality in obscuring the health effects of dangerous products. Prosecutors have, on occasion, acted to enforce white supremacy in our criminal justice system. The imperfection of our legal system is reflected even in the First Department's beautiful courthouse. If we were sitting in our courtroom right now, you might look up into the stained glass dome in its center. You would notice the names of a number of legal luminaries, such as John Marshall. However, that cupola also contains the name of Roger Taney, the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, who wrote Dred Scott versus Sanford, in which the U.S. Supreme Court held that the privileges and immunities of the U.S. Constitution did not apply to African Americans, whether they were enslaved or free. The presence of Taney's name in our beautiful courthouse is a reminder to me of our imperfect legal system and how all of us as lawyers must work to improve it. So, how can you do that? First, you should do pro bono work for underserved communities. That's truly a win-win endeavor because it will simultaneously help out someone who needs help in a landlord-tenant dispute or a criminal matter or in a consumer debt case, and it will give you hands-on legal experience and greater responsibility than you might have as a young associate. Second, you should join one of the numerous excellent bar associations that exist in New York City. A bar association's very mission is to improve aspects of the profession. In sum, remember that you are a member of a vital profession that can be an immense force for good. Act with integrity, with intelligence, and with heart. Good luck.
Thank you very much for those remarks, Justice Moulton. This admission ceremony is now concluded and court is adjourned. We wish all the new lawyers a long and successful career, and the judges may now sign off of the ceremony. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you. The justices will log off.